Hello everyone, this is probably my first and last video with commentary because I am here to talk about my dream mod, which is basically Rome Total War, the Medieval 2 Total War expansion. Prior to the release of Rome Remastered, I always wanted to make something like that, so as to add more mechanics to the game and even some graphical changes like the vegetation and the blood textures, etc. I'll right now attack this pretender army right here.
Orders, my lord.
And
Sire. As you wish.
so as to showcase the units.
To battle it is then, sire.
Their army is pretty similar to ours. So you'll basically see Romans. Two different faction colors.
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
As for now, first of all, here is the general and his bodyguards. As you can see, obviously, it's just a direct port from the Creative Assembly's original model. Because I've never been a graphics guy myself, therefore I've only included small changes for realism. Like, as you can see, the comitatenses have different faces, as well as variety on the shield patterns. I reused all the shield patterns available in Barbarian Invasion, basically, and re-implemented on these guys. Here, I included three different heads for the horse archer unit, two types of clothing. Like in the original game assets are still there, but with new ones included. Here are the limit A. See, there's a bug on the shields, sorry about that. And here are those crossbowmen units. And those are with the Rati, basically. More clothing. Two types of shields, or two patterns. Well, it's the same shield, but coloring is different. Here the unit has multiple types of heads, as you can see. There is a small difference between this guy's clothing and the other guy.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
For the battle. Let the battle commence. Pretender Emperor is right here. As you can see, this is a leftover from the former faction, which is Venice in this case. This is the enemy general. I did not include the new texture yet. I resorted to reusing the Roman one. Or his horse archers right here. His legionaries. As well as those crossbowmen. We'll let those horse archers deal with the nearby infantry. There we go. The enemies already firing missiles. That's our soldiers. Okay. Make it Legionary versus Legionary.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
There we go. Are there any enemy generals? Am I losing? Oh, well, right here I'm losing. Here. Where's it right here? I'm not sure how. Move my general with cavalry. So we have right here. Basically winning, right? Oh no. Their emperor attacked, basically. He's winning. That is kinda sad. Well, not really. I personally kinda prefer green over red. I'd be pretty on. So yeah. I didn't watch it. Victorious. It's right here. One more time. I'm gonna mirror if I lose then King, I lose the campaign. You can see the blood textures on the Run to the War soldiers. They look so good. Yeah, let's see. Alright. My missile cavalry should also participate in that. Rome Total War battle. Literally bloody with that feature. You can see the dirt textures kind of remain how they looked in the original game. My guess to
Only half the enemy force remains.
Are those all my guns right here? Let's see. Need to pursue. No, not necessarily. We need to route the enemy general. Air horse archers. This hour? Oop. The enemy emperor is fallen. And that is pretty great news. Battle's almost over.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Who do we have here? Oh, very much light cavalry. Reinforcements are too late. Alright. I can see how terrible the situation is for the enemies.
Pursue and run them down.
All
All of
right.
Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Now I can showcase the map, I guess, if I didn't encounter any crashes or anything like that. Let's see. Hope the game didn't crash. I don't have reasons yet. The game is almost empty, so I don't think there is a reason for it to crash. Well, loading Medieval 2 has always been basically longer than the normal Rome Total War loading. There we go.
Such is the fate of all who
Basically
oppose
beat
us.
the faction. You can see hero.
Command me, sire. Orders.
I will
Splitting the forces
showcase
apart, sire.
campaign mechanics, basically.
At your
Here
service.
I've used the merchant, the barbarian invasion diplomat, for a merchant.
Journeying onward. Where to, sire?
Spy and assassin the same.
Yes,
Diplomat from original Rome Total War
Yes, your highness.
is the diplomat. Priest
In
units,
God's name.
obviously. I will be removing them and reusing them as agents for all the factions that have priests, plus the assassinates, which are over there. Maybe even the Arab client state for the Byzantines. I basically need to add the Eastern Roman Empire, obviously, filling up all this huge space of the map. Visigoths and Ostrogoths around right here. Sarmatians, Roxolani, Huns, Vandals. I only added those easy factions, plus the factions that I finished, basically the Romans. And those who have a small amount of settlements, I decided to add because it's more like a why not. This guy obviously needs fixing. Now, about releasing that mod. Oops, I have messed up the Saxons, the Saxon colors. About releasing that mod, I most likely won't be releasing this mod. First of all, the remaster is already out, meaning all this work is actually pointless. And to point out the second reason, there is a mod that recently came out for Medieval 2 by the name Europe Ancient. This mod actually ported the Rome Total War game into Medieval 2. And apparently the modder has plans to actually take the BI expansion. Now, if you compare the work done on Europe Ancient and my humble Legion reports, Europe Ancient actually wins. Here take for example the amazing Legionary cohort from Europe Ancient, and then take a look at my Legionary cohorts. Huge difference. The units on Europe Ancient look way better and look more enhanced than actual creative assembly ports. So I'd very much prefer the gameplay of Europe Ancient styled units for the Barbarian Invasion era than just my ports of the BI units with more unit variation. As you can see here, Legionaries look more clear, better game faces, better armor quality. Same thing for the Cataphract unit right here. And therefore, I would rather wait for the modder of Europe Ancient, who goes on ModDB by Ghost Team Mo, I think, to finish his work rather than do mine. As for the Alexander remaster, if I got Medieval 2 Total War earlier, I would finish my Megas Alexandros on this engine. As you can see, I'd finally make use of the Gigantus map, and mainly add Macedon, Persia, India, as well as a faction in the steppes to cause trouble to the player around here. As you can see, here are the Persian settlements, still unnamed for some reason. And this would mainly be the factions list. I'd also use the units from the rather discontinued Total War Alexander III mod in order to allow for battle map. Enhancements. The Total War Alexander III mod units actually look better, and I'd also apply the unit variation on them as well. I might work on other mods of this style, and maybe even finish some of these mods that contain campaign map but no real-time battles, those ancient era mods. Or even make my own Dark Ages mod. With such appearance. And that's it for today. I'll see you the next mod. Have a wonderful day.